Hey guys, it's Michael from Chess Lifestyle, and this is my travel buddy Janice.
Hello everyone.
So basically, Janice doesn't really play chess. She knows the moves, and I've given her one chess lesson while we were both drunk in Alan Fortress in Belgrade. And actually, I should put in here a game that she played against a 2100. First 3 moves or 4 moves, Grandmaster, literally Grandmaster level. So I was very, very proud. But yeah, basically Janice doesn't know much about chess, and we thought it might be an interesting video just to have a massive chess nerd and a non-chess player just discuss chess and see what conversation we have. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Okay, so you have that one question.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
How many years of chess training does it take to become a grandmaster?
Oh.
Tough question?
Yeah, tough first question, yeah. So what I'd say is, to become a Grandmaster, you need both hard work and you need talent.
Okay.
Like someone who works their whole life, so literally starting from the age of 5, working their whole life, they might never reach GM. I feel like if they really do dedicate themselves their whole life, even if they're not the most talented, they will make it. But to be dedicated your whole life on something like this is really, really tough because there's so many distractions, right?
Yeah, true.
So I would say for someone who's already invested in chess and someone who has a basic understanding, so they know all of the basic tactics, the basic strategies, I would say maybe 10 years? 10 years of work after that, and then if you're lucky, you'll get GM. But there are actually most of the strongest players in the world, they were already Grandmaster from a child.
What?
So
Really?
yeah, which is really demoralizing when a kid of literally 14 years old can crush you every game. So
Crazy. Okay.
yeah. So question for you: how do you view chess as a non-chess player? Do you view it more like a game like Monopoly, or do you view it more like a sport? Well, what's your take on it?
No offense to anybody here, but it's not a sport.
Nice. Okay.
It's like I don't know. It's like Monopoly. And
It's like Monopoly. Fuck. Okay, we're cancelling this person. She's never on the channel again.
And it's just frustration, the game, and then all those sports games, and also the game where you're like a guess who game as well.
Right.
I see it as this game, sorry, with more boring art.
More boring art. So you want to see some fat ass on a little piece of card, as opposed to some sexy queen, on.
It doesn't even have colour, just black and white.
Black and white. Wow.
Living in the 1950s.
Man, this is the problem with TikTok generation. It's zero patience.
No, yeah, true. I don't know.
Okay.
I just never got into chess.
Right. The thing is though, the difference between a game. I'm gonna try and stand up for the chess boys over here. So you compared it to Monopoly, right? But Monopoly, there's a lot of chance. If you roll a good roll, or your opponent happens to roll a roll that lands on your property, okay, all of this is probability, and maybe, well, for sure there's skill as well, to some extent. But the fact is, a beginner could still beat an expert of Monopoly if they were lucky enough. But with chess, never in a million years would a beginner be able to beat an expert, because there's no luck element. Every move is on your own skill. So on that level, I already think it's one step above any games that involve chance.
I see, but my counter argument
sure.
to that is that that's not inclusive enough.
What do you mean?
So let's say you get a beginner at chess playing someone who's really good. There is literally no chance for them to win.
Right, so that makes it a bad game.
Yeah.
If
everyone is on an equal ground, and anyone can have a chance to win, I think that's a good game.
That makes it a better game.
Yeah,
Interesting.
exactly. Yeah.
So that's why I would say maybe chess is more than a game. Because we're not playing chess to just make it fun for everyone, which a lot of board games are about.
Yeah.
It's more of a test of skill. And the nice thing is, it's not a skill that's limited to, let's say, your physical ability. A test of skill, let's say the Olympics are happening right now, runners. A lot of it is to do with your physical ability. No matter how hard you train, I'm sorry, you're not beating Usain Bolt, right?
Of course.
But with chess, at least I like to imagine that our brains, we're not limited by them. Like if we put in the effort, we learn and we study, we can get to a goal. Whereas, you know, even if I put in hours and hours work, maybe I will never reach the goal of being an Olympic runner.
Yeah.
For instance. So I think, yeah, I think it's more. I think it's a more than a game in that respect, and also it's a true test of skill and hard work because you're not limited by anything.
Okay. Another game that kind of goes along with that rule is Tetris.
Tetris.
Someone with a like 5-year experience is not gonna lose to like someone who's just started playing it now.
Sure.
But then yet we still see that as a game. So,
okay, that's true. That's true.
Exactly. And Tetris is more colourful and not as boring.
So welcome to Tetris lifestyle. To be fair, did you watch that video of like the Tetris World Championships? Where it's like some, I don't know, Filipino boy against some like American former world champion, and it was super tense. Like I don't know if you watched it.
Yeah, I think the little kid won.
Yeah, little kid won. yeah. Oh, but it looks so sweaty. Right?
Definitely. It's so much. I feel like Tetris is so much concentration. And
right.
Like one move can just fuck you up.
Yeah. Maybe that's an aspect that I also like about chess, where it's not like a reaction-based game. It's not like, you know, because a lot of reactions is based on like practice and like muscle memory of like being speedy, or like maybe let's say like online games like League of Legends. Yeah, like your reactions are like a really big part of it.
Yeah.
So that's like an element that takes away from the inherent skill of the game, I would argue. Like with chess, it's pure skill. It doesn't matter if you're like slow at moving or like, so there's very little physical aspect of it, which could argue then it's much less of a sport if there's no physical element. Yeah, it's purely a mind game. Not a sport. It's a language. It's an art. Yeah, it's way more than a sport. So this is what non-chess players think about chess.
Nerds. Sorry everyone.
Maybe one last question.
Why did you start playing chess?
Why did I start playing chess? I started playing chess because there's kind of two reasons. So like one I like to tell people is because of Harry Potter, which is the final chess scene in Harry Potter. I thought was very cool, and I saw kids in my primary school playing the same game, and I thought they were a bunch of Harry Potter nuts. But in the end, they just didn't care about Harry Potter, and I just stuck with it. And the guy who was running it was like, "Hey, you're not bad. Like, come along to my chess club." He wasn't a nonce. He was just another kid, but he was like older than me. So I followed him along and started from there. But actually, I think it even goes one step behind. And there's this Chinese game called Animal Chess. Dongmak K. I don't know if that rings a bell, if there's any Mandarin equivalent. No, never mind. But that also had a very similar kind of chess feel to it, where you have different pieces, and different pieces can eat different pieces. So it's not like chess where any piece can eat any piece. It was like based on hierarchy. But the cool element was that the animals were ranked from like rat, then cat, dog, all the way up to elephant. And the elephant could eat everyone, except for the smallest one, the rat. And the rat would get eaten by everything, except it could eat the elephant. So that was that nice little point of skill. And the different animals would have different moves as well. Like some could jump a river, some couldn't, and the rat could swim in the river and like pounce out to eat the elephant. So I played that against a computer. That was like some computer, and I got good at that. And I remember I used to go to this Sunday school for learning Cantonese, and one year they just had a animal chess championship, and I was like a 5-year-old, and there were all kinds of adults and everyone else, and I won.
Oh, wow.
So at that point, I think I was already felt like I had an interest in these strategy games.
I see.
Especially turn-based strategy games. So I think I must have some talent, at least a little bit. But the more I play, the more I realize like there are way more talented people. But I just have a much better array of skills. Like for instance, one aspect I really lack is memory, as you know. But yeah, like just it's a lot harder for me to like memorize opening theory, which if you don't know what that is, it's like you look at like the strongest players and how they play, and you memorize, okay, if they do this in this opening, then the best move is to respond with this.
Okay.
And for me to remember it, I need a lot of explanation and a lot of practice of playing that line and actually getting a feel for, okay, every time this happens I always get screwed over, so I'm supposed to do that. So it takes a lot of time for me to get that. But I also know friends who are objectively worse at chess than me, but they can get this element of the game super fast. So yeah, like there are certain players that just have all of these attributes and are also very talented, and yeah, competing against them, it's really tough.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, last question for you.
Okay.
Do you have any chess, what's the word? Forgotten the word. Like things you look for, like goals. But there's like a fancy word for goals. Like chess goals.
Aspirations.
Aspirations,
Yes,
that's the one.
Aspirations.
Yeah.
Do I have any chess aspirations?
Aspirations, yeah. Well, on my 2-week tour with Janice, I've successfully given her 0 chess aspirations. So yeah.
Did not do a good job converting me.
Yeah, I think we concluded that Tetris is a better game than chess. Chess is very hard and not colourful enough, and Janice has 0 aspirations in the chess world. So thank you for watching, guys. I'll try and get back to the chess scene a bit more. I've been pretty preoccupied. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, and see you around.
In case if any of you is wondering where we are, we're in Sarajevo in Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Yes, exactly. With beautiful mountains.